Ferrari drivers Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz finished 6th and 8th in the season opener in Bahrain in what was a solid result for the team. Carlos Sainz, who replaced Sebastian Vettel at Ferrari, was competitive, and Binotto, in a conversation with Sky Italia, has now praised both his drivers for being dependable in what many are seeing as a dig at his former driver Vettel. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Mattia Binotto finally happy to be able to count on both drivers. Binotto began by praising Carlos Sainz. Carlos did a very good job with the pace, and then the motivation is important, the wish to grow as a team and not only with the drivers. He then stated that he needs both drivers to keep the team pointed in the right direction. Today was just the first race. They will understand where to improve. In this season, we will not develop the car a lot because we're already focused on 2022. We will bring some upgrades, but it's important that they work and they lead the car in the right direction. We chose Carlos because we knew that he is strong during the race. He proved that today. He's gaining confidence with the car. He's settling in with the team very well. He's working very well with Charles. He also explained how this team dynamic helped Charles Leclerc as well. Charles yesterday after the qualifying thanked Carlos for pushing him to do the best possible lap. So I'm happy with both of them. Knowing that we can count on both of them is really important. The most important thing is to be motivated to keep growing. He further pointed out the positives from the race. We fought with McLaren even if Charles lost the position. Carlos ended the race close to Ricciardo even if his race was affected by the starting position. But I think it was a good race in general. But there is much to do and to work, so we're already focused on Imola. He signed off by reiterating his happiness on being able to count on both drivers. I'm really happy with the drivers. I'm happy to be able to count on both of them finally. Fast feed. AlphaTauri's Yuki Tsunoda got a bit of an emotional thing when he passed Alpine's Fernando Alonso. Tsunoda felt a bit sorry because he really came from quite far away, but it was definitely a pretty emotional thing. Of course, it's not the same car, but he was happy for that. He added that he drove with Fernando for a couple of laps and definitely learned from him how he was managing the tyres, how he drives every corner. And after he passed him, he just tried to copy how he was driving for a couple of corners. It was better for his car as well. Tsunoda further stated that hopefully he doesn't have to drive next time with him because he wants to be more forward to start. He also clarified that he doesn't want to say Fernando is bad, but the car situation is different. Defending world champion Lewis Hamilton is super excited and super happy for the fans, that they are excited, as close racing is something that all the fans have wanted for a long time. He also thinks there's always a chance, opportunities to prove people wrong, and he'd like to think that the Bahrain Grand Prix was definitely one of them. He also hopes there are many opportunities in the future to be able to show what he was able to do during the race. However, he also acknowledged that they were fortunate with Max going wide in turn 4, but that won't happen again. F1's managing director Ross Brawn has suggested that both Verstappen and Hamilton were worthy winners. But ultimately, it was Hamilton who drove the better race. Verstappen got a bit ragged at the end. He also thinks the rule changes over the winter appear to have closed the field up. With teams set to focus fairly soon on next year's car, it may be that nobody pulls away to any degree and we have an epic season in front of us. McLaren's Daniel Ricciardo is sure Imola will be a stronger race. Charles Leclerc thinks it's only a 6th place, but compared to last year, it's a good result, so he's really looking forward to the next races now. Meanwhile, Carlos Sainz stated that it's completely new experience, completely new car, so he wanted to take it easy and wanted to make sure he did the whole race. Then, once he got himself into clean air, honestly, he was very quick, so he's not going to complain. He's going to take it as a learning curve and keep improving. Will 2021 be the closest title fight we've seen in recent years? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.